Hello there, traveler, and welcome back to the world of Kymaticus, where through the roles we play, we spin our tale. This is our original D&D 5e session here on Forward and Saves. I'm Alexander, your weaver of tales, and as always, I'm joined by my companions, Tyler, John, Cassie, Viper, and Dylan. So, without further ado, hang up your cloak, grab a drink, and kick back as we dive into this chapter of Kymaticus. Ooh.
I'm not doing it. I got struck by lightning.
This is more like
Salty.
That lightning ending seemed very appropriate.
Anyways, so where we last left off, H.O.P.L.I.T.E.S of Jotun's Grass, heading towards, hey, buddy.
Towards a very salty Cerseus.
Hey.
Salty Cerseus. Poor guy. He's got a boo-boo.
So, here,
You smell
here's
a
something
little-
about
Hey.
this recap, guys. There was a storm.
Couple.
There was some lightning, and it was really, really rude to Tyler. And
Especially.
he wasn't having an easy go.
He's having a
I'm
bad
telling
day.
He's having-
You
he's having a
use
tough
you
day.
use that spell. Screw this one guy in particular.
But you all fought through slots to make your way towards the castle. Sorry, castle. What am I thinking? Tower of Damien Thundermane.
Like part of a castle.
It now lies unguarded ahead of you, just a few hundred feet away.
Minus that one dude that's in it.
Minus that one.
If you put a tower on a castle, it's called a turret. Anyways,
Besides the point.
We left off. You guys are heading up to it. So
Can we do like a cool slow-mo that'll take like 1 minute to get there?
yeah, like the rain's just like slow-mo hitting your like helmets and stuff.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
it's gotta
Cerseus
take a
tries to
minute.
cast
That's how
another
slow
spell. It's like cuckoo.
It's like getting struck by lightning in slow motion.
falls down and then like hops back up with like the rest of us. Whoa.
Keeps going.
You know how like most people don't get struck by lightning in their whole actual lives?
Try 7 times in one night.
Yeah.
7 times in like 20 seconds.
30
Like 20
seconds.
seconds.
Yeah.
Somewhere in some part of the universe in the far off future, Cerseus is gonna be laid to rest. And then his grave's gonna get struck by
It's like
lightning.
cuckoo.
One more for good measure.
Stay down!
All right. So as you guys are walking up, anything you wish to talk about before you approach the tower doors?
Hey,
but
guys.
Cassie has the question. So like just to clarify, because Rona knows, but we're going in to get
Some ass to
Dang.
beat.
The worm breakers.
Son? I'm just
the
kidding.
worm breakers.
To get some
Okay.
ass to beat. What you mean?
Okay.
Yeah, Damien Thundermane is still alive. He's still
No.
he's in there.
I told you he was the doppelganger.
He did. Okay, so we're going in to get the worm breakers, like both of them.
Yeah.
That's the
Yes.
plan right now.
We're
Okay.
trying
Yes.
to.
Cool.
Yes, ma'am.
If that happens, who knows?
Excellent.
It's
I'm
all
caught
a
up.
plan to get them back because they're missing. You found out they were taken, and here you are.
Have we talked to anybody about a plan on doing that?
Yeah.
Like we're
Nope.
just busting in and doing our usual thing.
Here's the plan.
Exactly. No,
Kick
we're
the
just
door
brushing
in.
it.
Okay.
We kill everyone inside that
Okay.
not Hammock or Drundal.
Okay. So far, so good. Got it.
We get
We
them,
kick
break
ass and
them out
chew
of the
bubble gum.
bonds.
We left our bubble gum at home.
I'll go say, yeah, we left our bubble gum at home.
Okay.
we loot
we
anything we can
escape.
find.
Now we don't
Yeah.
Oh,
fuck the
that
loot.
too.
We don't need the damn loot. We're too high level.
We open
for
the door, we do cool shit, we leave. That's it. What's the problem?
Okay.
I am
I-
stealing any potions he has.
On a plan.
I feel like chugging
Usual stuff.
random
Got it.
fluids you find in a
Yes.
tube is not the brightest idea.
This is sad. Yeah, this is worryingly one of the better plans that we've had so far in this campaign.
Honestly, yeah.
You know,
It's
simplicity
It has
is
a
it.
s- It has a smaller fail rate considering it's not real structured.
Listen,
So
listen, it's just like the prison.
Set your goals
Break
low,
in,
you won't be.
kick
The more
ass,
like
get
guidelines.
our shit, get out.
okay,
Get out.
I'm good. Yeah,
That's all
I
we
know
do.
what we're doing.
It's like the prison. We have 4 steps.
Yeah, totally up.
No way we can
Up to-
fuck
Apparently,
up
we
these
know
4
what we're
steps.
doing. So
Yeah.
here we
We
go.
know what we're doing.
We're breaking in, kicking ass, taking names, getting the hell out of there.
And I forgot my ball.
Split up the first chance we
We
get.
also forgot our.
Yeah, split up
Oh yeah.
individually. Go individually. We're not pairing up. We're not holding hands. We're going off by ourselves.
We hear a noise. We're checking it out individually.
I'll do
Yeah.
it first because my next revivify is free.
All right, we're gonna get back to the plot
Obviously, the
here.
clerics are gonna both end up together and away from everyone else.
Oh,
so,
that's fine. We
Yeah.
just need each other.
So, you guys are walking side by side, slow motion through the rain. You approach
Hey,
2
God.
about 10-foot tall double doors.
Oh no.
How many
What's it
sets of
made
6 seconds pass by for us to reach this point?
A full
enough
minute.
to heal all the way up, Vector. The door is made of
Must be
like
nice.
dark wood and iron on the kind of as a
There's a line.
yeah,
Mhm.
a border.
okay.
Yeah.
Okay. I'd like to do a history check on this line or see if it's.
He's in foot reach. If you need me.
What do you want to do?
Should we test and see if it's unlocked?
I want to kick the door.
Okay. Roll strength.
Oh my god, you're gonna
Athletics?
break your
Sorry.
knee.
Athletics. Oh,
You're gonna break your knee. It's a pull. Watch it be a
it's a
pull.
22.
I still have my guardians.
You kick it. It doesn't break in, but you can tell it loosened.
Oh, cool. It is locked.
Hey, hold on. Do you still have the disintegrate gun?
So I'm kicking the door.
All right, roll athletics again.
20.
It does break in.
Oh, nice. But no,
Oh.
no.
No? Okay.
There
Well,
was
never
a
mind.
Step
Screw
one.
me.
there's a piece of wood. There's a wooden block on the other side that was guarding the door. You broke through it.
I really thought you were going to say there's a plank just on my leg.
I think
like,
it's
oh.
important to remember this is a wizard tower of a dead wizard. The one inhabiting it does not control it. Just to remember. So the threat's
that
probably a lot
ominous
less
or
than you think it
helpful?
That's
is.
a not so subtle hint for me to not do that. For us to not repeat that.
No, you break in, and when you go in here, the layout of this first room. Now, of course, Wizard Tower is going to be magical in all different types of ways. It is seemingly bigger on the inside than it is on the outside. But when you break in, the first room here is pretty empty, save for a couple of like busts near the walls on the side, and above it maybe a painting of something. And a runaway cat.
Get it? It's clearly
I thought I was invited to this table.
No,
God.
get out of here.
Ears, sad ears.
Mm-hmm.
You come in, but you do see 2 sets of stairs on the far side of this cylindrical room that go up to a door. Underneath that kind of arch that the stairs make is another door to another room. Outside of that, this is empty, besides the busts and paintings near the walls. Big rug in the middle of the floor.
This looks very much like a foyer.
Yeah.
Kind of entrance area. Okay.
Foyer.
Big chandelier hanging from
Foyer.
above. Seems to be candles that are lit on it, just permanently on. And above that, you do see, you not see a ceiling. You see churning clouds as a ceiling with lightning striking kind of within it, almost like heat lightning. Different than outside.
Okay.
It looks more like an aesthetic than anything else.
Hey, Cerseus. You want to try casting a
You want
spell?
to check it for us?
Nope.
He's like, never
Weird.
again.
But,
He's like,
I don't
You're
trust
in
it
the
in
foyer.
here. Somebody else has to cast a spell first.
So the 2 staircases lead up to one door.
yeah, the same door.
Okay, and then the bottom door is a totally separate
Mhm.
door. Okay, just want to make sure I had that right.
The bus. Are they of anyone we recognize?
Roll me a history check. Disadvantage for you.
Heard. First one was a natural 20. The second one is a 21.
And a natural 20. Do you have any modifiers?
That was the first one. It was 28. But
28?
it was
Okay.
disadvantage, so it became a 21.
A 21 total.
Yes.
Okay. You don't have. You can tell Dwarven, but that's it. But I will say the artwork behind it. You rolled high enough to be able to tell. The mountainous region looks similar to what you saw just a day ago near Alvaron.
Hmm.
Cool.
Are all of those images? Are all the artwork? Do they all seem to be representative of Alvaron?
Yeah.
Okay. I mean, he's got a vibe. I don't blame him.
Kind of creepy.
So do we assume they're in a dungeon, right? Down? Do we go down?
Or if a wizard tower, probably also up.
There's only
Hard to
one way
tell.
to go, and it's up or forward.
All right, I'll go up. The rest of you go forward.
I was gonna say, all right, guys,
No,
let's
no,
split
no,
the
no.
party.
You're
Don't
gonna
do
have
that.
someone
Cover
with
ground
you.
quicker. All right, gang, let's go look for clues. Hector, you and Rona take the bedroom.
I think it's probably best if we. Well, also, I would say we should probably check floor by floor, but also being a wizard tower, this thing could go on indefinitely.
Infinitely.
I have no idea. Does anybody have the ability to find a person?
Ooh,
Or
actually,
I don't.
hold on. I might be able to.
Weren't there also the difficulties?
well, I guess one thing
associated-
we should check before. I'll cast light. It's an actual spell. See if any weird things happen.
Right. Do you need casting of light? Or you
Cast
you
light.
cast it?
All right, it looks like the magic field's down. Whatever thing was affecting you outside Cercius should be fine.
I also used the cantrip and cast light just to make
Come
sure
on,
it wasn't a 50-50 flip.
Please work.
You're fine.
Okay.
Yes.
I guarantee it's like 25% chance, and I'm gonna cast a light just to see
Alex
if I
is just
hit the
rolling to messing with
25%
us, which would be hilarious.
You want to try it?
chance. I'll try it.
66
Okay.
points of lightning damage.
Yeah, I was just rolling to mess with you guys. Yeah, you cast light.
Okay.
What a
That
jerk.
would have been so good. It's like, oh, cool, yeah, and cast spells. Like, God damn it.
Yeah, no. Actually, it's funny. If it was the storm, you all would have failed that one.
Oh, no.
Of course, I would have failed it again.
See, but that makes you feel better, right? Knowing that everyone
Yeah.
fails with you.
Yeah, it's not just you.
What's that spell called when you're finding a person? Locate, right?
Locate creature.
Locate.
Locate
creature.
creature.
Which
So,
I can cast if we want to.
I don't have that particular spell prepared, but I have sending, so I can talk to someone, and then I have scrying, so I can find them potentially.
Oh, your drink disappeared for a second because it was kind of green. That's cool. Anyway, you like when you lifted it up, it was like your face.
Oh.
There it goes. Oh, yeah, it did it. So never mind. I'm being
There
distracting.
it is. There it is. Now it's disappeared.
But it did it when it was over your face. You could like see the wall through your face. It was cool. It can try locate creature, which would cover 1,000 feet, and the only thing that it should be able to stop it is if they're under polyphore smell. They're in a different, or yeah, or I guess unless they're in an anti-magic field.
While they're all coming up with this, I am going to cast Mass Healing Word.
Okay, go ahead. Go ahead and roll for it.
Or if we think that there's somewhere that there could be 10 feet worth of water separating us. That could also
Never
stop
near.
the spell. Yeah.
No.
I
Exactly.
truly think they're going to be
Pure
under a magic barrier.
Don't forget they had trouble. Scrying.
Because otherwise, we would like that. I think that's
Yes,
how we
that was when
could
we were
drown
in,
them before.
in that room that had the anti-magic thing in it.
That's right. When we tried scrying before, we did have an issue finding them. So they could be magically protected.
But maybe
So-
us being in the tower helps.
20 points of healing to all of us.
Just-
Everybody?
Just to make sure, there's not like one of those like
you.
you are here Mall of America wallboard thing would show us like it's like
Oh no.
the JC Penney's over here. There's oh look, the third floor, that's the dungeon.
Oh look,
Hey,
the
so-
holding cells.
Yeah, Tyler.
Quick question: can I take Dylan's 20? He doesn't need them.
Can I take the
Honestly.
extra 20?
No.
Could we do that?
Deflected.
I'd say we try and locate creature, and if that doesn't work, we have other options.
Okay. You want to try it, Dylan?
Sure. Yeah. Locate.
That's exactly how I imagine Hector doing it too.
It's like
Loki.
super serious, yeah. It's like super
I just also
got
I
imagine
like those
Dowser
water
rod, like-
things. And he's just
yeah, it's like the
Oh,
the
oh.
dowser rods.
All right.
Like, woo, woo, woo,
it
woo,
does
woo, woo, woo.
not-
It's that way.
You cannot locate them with this spell.
Ooh,
They are
does
hidden.
it feel like it's too far, or does it feel like it's
It's hard to tell. It's just
didn't
kind of
go
like they
off?
don't exist. I'm sure there's whatever is keeping us from being able to scry them is also holding us back from being able to use those kind of probably in a lead room.
What's up, John?
Can I see if this carpet's like a mimic or something? Kind of make sure it's not
You go
magical
up, poke it
or
with your
creature.
sword, kick it a little bit.
Just
Yeah.
press it, click
Immediately
rug.
gets eaten.
It's like
If I step fully on it, I'm like poking it like nothing.
Roll initiative. I'm just kidding. Yeah, that was-
It starts laughing.
It gets
also a
arms.
storm
Just
appears
tickling it.
above you.
I would cry.
all right. So
I say we go through the bottom floor, cleared out floor by floor.
go down and then work our way back up.
Yeah, that's what I say.
I'm okay with
Good as
that.
option as any.
I mean, he's waiting at top for us, so like, he ain't in no rush.
There's definitely something waiting for us.
Well, wouldn't he be kind of near the thing that we would want?
Nah, imagine he's just.
You wouldn't leave it
necessarily.
undetected. Fair enough. Wait, down's a plan. Let's go down.
All right, we'll go through the door on the bottom floor.
Okay, you guys go under the arch, below the stairs.
Can we tell if it's locked? Can we?
How kickable
It is
does it
locked.
look?
How kickable is it?
Yeah. You can kick anything, really.
Hector, let's
Let's
double kick this door.
Double kick.
Double kick. Yeah.
Synchronized
Alright,
double
let's,
kick.
Athletics check from both of you.
I got 16.
22.
22 and a 16. You both kick together. It breaks in, open.
Do we see any opposing enemies?
No.
He's taking a shower.
It's
You
like
don't see any
No.
enemies that are awake.
Oh, they're all
no.
asleep?
Inside this room, you see about 3 dozen pods. Tanks, about 12 feet tall apiece. On the inside, mutated humanoids.
Oh no.
Different
Oh,
body
no.
parts mutated into the slod-like forms that you've seen outside.
Oh no, bro.
Oh,
They are all
None of these look
inside-
familiar, right?
They are inside of these pods, these tanks. The liquid on the inside is a yellowish, bright yellowish green. There's dozens of notes scattered around on tables that are just kind of placed in between these tanks here and there. On the far back wall, you see kind of a big desk, a whole bunch of vials and potions, a lot of alchemical stuff going on. But in this room, Nothing seems to be awake, but you can definitely tell that everything in here is alive. You can see an occasional flinch or a muscle spasm of the specimens inside the tanks. And upon closer inspection, you can definitely tell they're all just some form of sleep. But they are alive.
You said there's
So-
like. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Oh, you're fine. You go ahead.
You said there was like on the table in the back. It looked like some alchemy kind of setup. With my proficiency, would I be able to tell what any of that is for?
It's too far away right now. You have to walk through the room. It's about 50 feet away. It's a big room.
Okay.
Sorry.
I would like to start to walk into the room, but
Okay.
I'm watching the creatures as I go by. If they start to wake up, I'm backing out.
You begin to walk through. One of them just spasms on the inside. Almost looks like it's doing a lurching, choking kind of motion. It still, eyes remain closed.
Okay.
And you just kind of keep on walking. And you make your way to the back. Hector, what were you going to say?
I was gonna ask, like, if there was if they all looked about the same far as like stages of progressing into demon frogs, like, or like how far they were into it. Like, were they close to looking more like demon frogs, or are they still more peopleish?
They're all, they all still have kind of peopleish tendencies. Some have more like arms that are fully mutated, but the body's still the same. You see one has like a mutated leg and one arm and like half his face. It's just all kind of different. No one's fully mutated, but no one's fully human. Just a bunch of different combinations of the two in here. It looks like either this is like an ongoing process and everyone transforms at a different pace or something. You're not sure. Rona, you make it to the back. You looking for anything specific, or?
I'm just trying to ascertain what this setup is doing, and what it. You said there were potion bottles too, right?
Mm-hmm.
If I can identify what any of these are just by like sight or smell, I would like to try to do that as well. So, main thing, trying to figure out
Are you
just kind of what's here.
proficient in alchemy, or
Mhm.
what are you proficient in?
Like alchemist supplies.
Okay.
I'm also proficient in herbalism, herbology,
Herbalism.
You're
herbology.
proficient in the potions, kid, are you?
Are you proficient?
I can make
Herbalism.
potions. Yes.
Are you proficient in wombology?
One biology.
Wombology. Added set to M for mumbo.
Roll me a
Study of
check
Wumbo.
for. This would be, I guess, like a roll me a check using your potions modifier. So if you're proficient in it, D20, and then add your proficiency bonus.
D20 and the proficiency. D20 plus 5.
Just walk up beside her. It's like,
Oh dear.
this one tastes
Dang.
better.
Oh my god.
This one's more poisonous.
23.
You're going through the potions on here.
Mhm.
Nothing here is common, so to speak.
Mhm.
Everything here is like, looks like some sort of creation.
Mhm.
And as they all kind of look similar, they're kind of like a dark, viscousy looking yellow, almost like mucus. And as you kind of pick up a vial and you tilt it from side to side, it has a very viscous texture to it. It almost kind of like slops down like a goo. And as you spin it, or it's not spin it, but as you kind of tilt it back to upright and you go to put it down, you see a little tendril of the goo reach up on the inside.
Ain't no way in hell.
This thing is alive. You put it?
Ah,
Burn it all.
it's venom.
So I'm assuming like Hector's still standing right next to Rona, and she just very calmly sets it back down. That's living. I'm not gonna touch that.
Eldon, what are you doing?
Is there like maybe a lever or like a button to individually release like each pod, or is it kind of like you hit the big red button all out at once?
Roll me an investigation check. Or a perception check.
Perception,
Yeah.
please. 15.
At each pod, there does seem to be some sort of switch on the side. There are 2 switches. You're not sure what they're not labeled or anything, but they look identical, and they're next to each other on the kind of the back side of a pod. So that's something to go off of, but you're not sure what they do.
Okay.
Are there books in here?
Some on that back table, yeah, and there's some journal-like books that are kind of spread out throughout the room.
Okay, I just want to start kind of quickly flipping through. Just trying to see, I guess, like the process that's been going through, and if they've gotten, like, if they kept track of the subjects instead of just being like, oh, patient 1. It's like, oh, this person's name reacts this way, to try and figure out who exactly are in these things.
So you want to kind of look at one of the journals near a tank?
Yeah,
You open it up.
very stealthy.
What languages do you speak? Or
Common,
read, sorry.
Dwarvish, Elvish, and then Cat.
It's in Caterwall.
Yeah.
Cat's just like gentle, like scratches on. But anyways,
Just a bunch of paw
No.
prints in a certain
It's like,
order.
you cannot read this writing.
Okay, I want to see if I have. Well,
Roll me a. See, this is really with everyone else. I would let it be just straight, but with the clips and where you're from, roll me a history check.
Never seen a dwarf. Don't know what dwarfs are.
Oh, what?
23.
This is written in Undercommon.
Oh.
Ah!
I like quietly
Dirty
hiss,
dark elves.
and I just put it in the pack. And I go and
Okay.
scramble and find another one. Am I feeling anything?
You're not, which is a little weird to you. But nothing Enoch-wise, no. Cerseus, what are you doing?
I'm just kind of taking it all in. He's gonna try and look at the spots. He's kind of interested in those.
Yeah, you walk up to one of the tanks. All of the patients in here seem to be male of some kind. But you can tell, you see human, you see elvish in here. No other races in these tanks, just human and elves. The one you walk up to seems to be a human, and just based on what remains of the human side of his face, maybe like a late 20s guy, curly hair. The right side of his face, dark and scaly, and kind of branches off from that tanner side of his face. You see the spikes start to form on the side of the head, the eye enlarged about 3 times the size of its counterpart. You follow down the neck, and then the scales kind of take over a majority of the torso. Its right arm, completely transformed, is about twice the length of the left arm. You see at the bottom of the tank flakes of skin. There seemed to have been some type of molting or something processed in here. And you see something just at the bottom that you don't really know what it is. Roll me an investigation check.
Ooh, I'm actually good at those.
Why?
25.
25. Fingers. Whatever process that this thing transforms in, you see two fingers, human fingers, laying at the bottom of this tank. Pretty much right under where the mutated arm is. Following down, all patients in this room have like a very stretchy, elastic looking kind of pair of shorts on. And then one side enlarged because of the monstrous kind of hip and thigh coming out of one of those holes of the shorts. And about halfway down to the knee is transformed. And you can see the rest of the leg, knee down, still mostly humanoid, but the foot is contorted in such a way that it looks like it's been crushed.
Yikes.
And as you kind of stare at it, it like jolts and then kind of goes back to its resting position.
I want to get the hell out of here.
Can I go back to that first one?
Pinky.
Pinky up? I want to go back to that first one with the fingers at the bottom.
Yeah.
And Cyrus is just going to speak while like putting his arm on the glass, I guess. Or on where he's being held. And, like, I know this might not work. I have to try. He's attempting to use a shard to revert him back to normal.
That's sad.
It's kind of hopeful,
Like-
but feels very alien-like.
Oh, it's even worse.
You feel nothing from the shard.
Okay. Yeah, I knew it because even if I did, the roll was terrible.
As your hand rests on the glass, the creature on the inside, with one of its human eyes open, and it looks to you. Just a sorrowful face. The right side, the slod side, still asleep. Its mouth opens like it wants to say something to you. Half of its face contorted into this big grimace, teeth showing, the other half still human. And as it opens its mouth, your first thought is, that's a weird looking tongue, before you realize it's not a tongue. There's a small, almost like a phalange type thing that comes out of its mouth. Viscous, yellow. And it strikes out at the glass, right where your hand is at. The glass protecting your hand. Something inside this thing just tried to get a hold of you. You retract your hand. The little mucus-like substance retracts and floats back into the mouth. It closes, and then it's hard to tell because the inside of this tank is liquid, but it looks like a tear forms on this patient's face.
As he's just looking at him, he's just like, I'm sorry. I wish I could do something. Has anyone found anything?
Does anyone speak Undercommon? Or
Under what?
comprehend languages?
Not at the hand. Not our current party, no, but we have friends who do.
I found some journals written in it, and I feel like it might have information to destroy whatever this is. Because we can't let this get out.
I did find some switches on the side. I don't know if
Let's
they open, close, or what.
not-
But
Touch anything.
yeah, but we can't just leave them here.
No, but there might be ways of relieving them of their misery without opening anything.
One
We
of
should do
them
what we
did
can to
just-
destroy this. There has to be something we can do to destroy the specimens before we leave.
Yeah, we have to do that. But I think it would not be a good idea to accidentally open one of these containers and have whatever it is that's in these people come out.
But they're still
Right.
there. As I was looking at this one, I swear I saw a tear come out of his eye.
Were you able to revert him?
No,
Then we need
but there's
to put
any
them out
way
of
we
their
could
misery.
try.
We don't have time.
Rona.
Hmm.
Along the back desk as well, with that little viscous liquid, roll me another check. This is for your alchemy.
Same thing.
Yeah.
D20 and
Yep.
proficiency mod.
Also, are they all the same color? Like the scales, are they all the same color of like that dark gray?
Yeah. There's shades of it, but yeah.
15.
Okay. You find alongside this cut up pieces of reptile. As you kind of scroll through, it looks like there's a chopped iguana tail at one point. There's a snake's head in a different area, just kind of under a case. It looks like it's a big amalgamation
Hmm.
of different creatures, strengths, weaknesses, whatever, and the glue that holds these things together. Whatever that glue is, you're not sure, but this is why Hector has called them giant frog monsters.
Frog demons.
Frog demons. There seems to be some sort of mixture involved in this recipe that seems to stem from reptiles or amphibious creatures. You even see a frog tacked up on the wall, cut down the middle, intestines missing. There's a lot going on here. So, alongside all of that information, on the far right of the room, you see another pathway leading even farther. Sorry, you haven't gone down yet, but leading farther down,
Mm-hmm.
like to a sub-level of some kind.
Okay.
But anyone else want to do anything?
I think Rona's gonna kind of like call everyone over
Mhm.
and just kind of show them everything that she's kind of looked at and talked about and figured out to the best of her ability.
Okay.
How cold is the room? Is it like freezing cold, given
It's,
all the reptiles on the
It's
table?
cool, but not
And like the
freezing.
tanks aren't freezing cold; they're just cool as well.
It feels room temperature.
It's gonna be cold-blooded, so the room would have to regulate their temperature. If that makes sense.
Yeah, that's why I was curious.
Yeah.
I'm cracking them open, seeing the language, and then putting them away
So-
if I can't read it.
Everything that you're finding is written in Undercommon.
Which even if we can't read it now, If we have journals telling us how these things are made, it could come in handy later on. We have to
Yeah.
fight them again.
Hmm.
Maybe they can. I don't
That's
know,
what-
divine some weakness.
Been slowly packing all the journals and the random note papers and the drawings and everything into
We
a bag.
especially don't. Oh, sorry. Thought you were
Oh,
done.
done.
We especially don't need to leave anything here that could help someone replicate this.
That's
If
true.
there's any
too.
materials here, we probably should attempt to destroy it.
Right. Right. Now we also have another important matter to attend to. Can't let ourselves get focused currently. Let's handle the matter at hand and we can come back
Hmm.
and do what we need to do.
Are there any more doors in the room?
Yeah, there's the one.
There's a door past the table I'm at that looks like it
Oh,
leads
okay.
down.
Yeah, from when you walk in,
Sorry, I
kind
missed
of in
that.
the far back right corner, there seems to be kind of like a wall, and on the other side of that wall is a door leading down, almost like, you know, a basement type situation. So,
Okay.
That's the only other exit out of this room besides the one you kicked in.
I'm gonna start walking to it.
Move on.
Okay. Cerseus, you're the first one to get to it. As you approach, roll me a perception check.
Okay. Soft 20.
Soft 20.
Dirty
you
20.
You approach the door and you realize there's a lot of yellow and red smeared on the floor leading up to this door. What do you do?
Step on it.
You said that stuff that came out of the slot was my hand.
Say that one more time. You cut out.
The stuff that came out of the slot to my hand, that was yellow, right?
Yeah, it was. Yeah, it had a viscous yellowy.
Does
texture.
it
And it looks like what's in the
Mhm.
in the potion bottle.
in that
on
bottle?
that
Okay,
table.
so it's the same stuff. Okay, just making sure it's the same thing. He's gonna look back, make sure someone else is closer to him. So, like, in case there is something
Well, I
down
understand
there.
that everyone was on your ass, so like everyone's
Okay.
there with you.
Does it look
Okay,
like the
he'll-
smears are leaning like towards the door, like something was taking them down, or whatever it was, or do the smears look like they're coming from the door?
Looks like it's. Roll me a perception, investigation. Sorry.
Investigation.
Perpendicular.
Is there an actual door?
Yeah, there is a.
They're
yeah,
going
it's a-
sideways.
Cerseus, I got this door.
22.
22. It looks like it's towards it.
I
They
don't
took
like that.
prisoners down there.
Or they took the finished ones down there.
I think they took the finished ones down there. Yes.
Is the door locked?
Try.
Hold on. Before, when we came in here, it wasn't locked from the inside, right?
You wouldn't know because they were just kicked in
Goose!
both times.
But there wasn't anything on the inside barring it.
So on the inside of the first door there was. On the inside of the
Okay.
lab door that you just went to, no, there seemed to
Okay.
be nothing.
Okay, I just wanted to figure that out.
All right, so Hector, you try the door.
I will try the door.
The handle turns all the way. You pull the door out, and ahead of you is darkness. But as three of you have light up, you
I have three
We-
sources of light.
Shine bright like a diamond.
so this opens up to about a 5-foot wide hallway stretch, maybe about 15 feet long, and that's it. Stone on the side, stone on the other side, stone above, but the bottom is a metal grate.
That's to let the juices drop.
So what do you do?
The entire floor is the grate.
Yes.
How big are the squares before they're disconnected?
Not that big. Like, kind of your typical kind of metal grate.
Big enough for large fingers to reach up and grab shoes.
Big enough for large
Oh,
fingers
yeah.
to go through, but not like a hand to go through.
I grab like a small pebble out of my bag, or a small bearing out of my bag. I cast light on it and I drop it.
Okay, you hold your hand out and you drop it. It kind of just dings off of the grate before falling through, and it falls for about another 50 feet. It does not make a clanking sound. It almost thuds like it hits wet tissue.
That's disgusting.
Oh,
Time
that's
to
even
get out.
worse.
Time to get out. Time to get out. Can we see?
As you look down past the grate, you see a mass of red, yellowish, viscous material. And after the little lit up ball bearing hits the flesh, it begins to writhe.
Time to get out. Time to get out. Time to get out.
Yeah, I'm backing out of this.
Where I'm
hallway.
literally
It would
I'm
help.
pushing myself back.
Everything in this room smelled like death and iron.
I definitely feel like this is a disposal for failed experiments.
All right, let's go back.
Is there so there just to be sure, there's nothing ahead beyond the grate. This
I was
basically looks
about-
like the end of the
I
room.
was about to say for Cerseus and for Hector. Cerseus for opening it first, and Hector for asking that. Roll me a perception check or investigation check.
Man. It's one better.
13.
12.
Did you get Hector? 12?
You got a 12.
Both of you see just maybe about a couple feet in on the right side a lever.
Yep, don't pull that. I'm not pulling it.
That is the only other thing in this 15-ish foot stretch.
Only way I'll pull it is if I'm flying and everyone else is out of here.
Y'all better step back.
Yeah, Ron is
Me
out.
and Hector just
Ron is out of
fly.
there.
I
If
am
you're standing
no
the
longer
hallway,
in the
can
room.
you reach the
And
lever
I'm-
from standing in the hallway.
All right, so hold on. Yes. So by still standing in the laboratory room, you can reach through there and pull the lever. So
Okay.
before
Oh,
you
okay.
do anything, it was Hector and Cerseus.
I was just asking a clarifying question.
Yeah, you're good.
Yeah.
I'm not.
So Cerseus, you're backing up.
Cool. Yeah, I'll go back to the laboratory room if I can reach it from there.
Okay, so if everyone backs out of the hallway, which I assume no one really went in, everyone was always just kind of peeking in. But so with everyone out, Cerseus, you reach in, grab the lever.
I'm pulling it.
As you pull it, after the first 5 feet, the remaining 10 feet of grate drop.
This is
It
garbage.
seems to be a disposal of some kind.
Okay. Well, I don't think we could get hurt in there, but
Yes.
I don't know. Whatever was down there, moved. So if we could UFO.
all right. I guess there's
There's
no use
always the
exploring this one.
chance there's something down there.
You thinking what
Give a
I'm
cube
thinking?
got to him.
Oh no! We don't need to.
Nah.
We don't
Well-
need 100% platinum this.
Well,
we don't need to platinum
No,
this.
it's not.
okay.
It's not. I'm not looking. Yeah, I'm
looking for a
not searching for
reason.
any magical items. I'm just saying, if
Yeah, there's a magical
there's
card down there.
yeah,
Unbreakers,
if
yes.
there could be like a door or a hatch or something. If I was trying to keep something away from, or I guess somebody away from other people, I would put it in the one place they would definitely not want to go. So we
So if we
cannot
can't
rule
find
out that
them
there's something down there that
Anywhere
would lead.
else.
So we're saying okay. So we're saying if we cannot find them anywhere else, just come back to this hole.
Yeah.
When she dropped the ball bearing in, did it like absorb the ball bearing and like bring it further in, or did it just kind of sit at the
I will
top?
say the light of that ball bearing is no longer visible. It seems to have been engulfed.
So it's so
Disgusting.
thick it's not.
Yeah.
Or it sunk at least.
No one was paying attention to it. That light's just not there anymore.
All right. So, if we meet a snag and can't continue elsewhere, I'll come back and jump in. Okay.
We'll jump in together.
I don't like that. I
Don't you
like
seem
that.
like
Yeah,
you're jumping
do
the
this
shark
without
with
me?
this one, Hector?
I'm jumping in a pit, actually. There's no shark.
Oh, my bad. It just
Regardless.
You actually don't know that. Actually.
A meat shark.
Claude.
Oh,
Yeah,
that'd
sharks
be
are made out of
great.
meat, but you guys get the idea to where it's just like a big flesh. Anyways, we should probably. We're wasting time.
Time to go
Upstairs
upstairs.
we go.
So, you notice, Circeus, you push the lever back up, the grate comes back up.
No.
You guys step out, you close the door.
Was there any goo hanging onto the grate when it came back up?
Is it trying to actively climb its way out?
Well, hey, he said it started to rise, so
Literally,
I
I
figured
held
it
on
probably
to it.
had hitch a ride.
Oh, great. Not the lever.
It's like the worst cube of goo ever.
But anyways, you
I don't
guys-
know. That one time we
you guys
faced
are
the
all
cube.
back into the lab. You head back out to the foyer.
Rona's
I
gonna...
checked
Yeah.
my shoes.
Yeah, no, there doesn't seem to be any goo.
Pinky.
Hey guys, check out this new suit I got. Must have blood.
So I think as we're leaving this room, Rona's gonna make an attempt to be the last one out.
Okay.
And because this hasn't worked recently, she's not gonna say anything. She's gonna just attempt to perform a divine intervention.
Okay.
And she's trying to halt and reverse the transformation of every humanoid in here. That's what she's trying to do.
Oh no.
Thank you, Rhoda. Thank you.
Turn
You're
into
to be so
children.
far back, I'm a baby. Give me 275 years, guys. I'll get back. Just stick me in that little ray that Hector aged his finger in.
Fingers. There's a couple of them. Just my tips. Just the fingertips.
No, it's the wrong way.
For that time I got hit so hard, I aged 10 years.
You did.
I also read 00 at first.
Yeah, that's why I was like, oh, you got it. No.
That didn't work.
All right. You guys leave. The door is not closable behind you. It's broken.
What do you mean? We can totally.
You
just
broke
mend-
it?
We can mend
You
it.
broke it.
We can mend it.
Then mend it.
I can't mend it.
Exactly.
We spend days rebuilding the door.
Like guys,
Pick it
we're, six-
again.
we're level 16. We don't have mend anymore.
I amend.
I
Yeah.
have rend.
I've been.
I have rend.
I have rend.
I have kick.
I have
have
rip. And
unrend.
he has tear.
Anyways,
I have different
you
levels
guys
of
leave the
kick.
lab. Ascend the stairs next.
Hui.
Rona first.
Last one out, first
Okay.
one in.
Yeah, whatever.
Run up the stairs. Make it to the top. What are you doing?
I'm gonna try to pull on the door.
It opens.
Okay.
Well, it's a push, but yeah.
Okay.
Ah, it's locked. Blasted.
Door's locked.
Turn the handle,
Hector, we got this.
and it opens. The kind of cloudy, overcast remains in this next room as well as it did inside the lab. You walk in.
Is this room lit?
It is not a room. It's a hallway.
Pretty lit,
Is
man.
Is it lit?
You do see
Yeah,
there
it's
are
pretty lit
sconces on the
for
side
real.
walls.
Okay.
Okay.
But as you walk in, it lights up as you walk in.
Oh, okay.
Oh, it's
Very
the classic
Indiana
wizard
Jones.
thing.
Yeah.
But you walk in and it lights up around you. It goes two different directions. So, choice.
So we're at just a split.
Yep.
Is it
Straight-
a
you
fork
walk-
or is it a split? Sounds dumb.
Oh, sorry. Straight.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cool.
T, not a Y.
There's a right way and a left way.
Left.
Okay, Rona.
I'll go right.
It doesn't bother
Stop.
looking down the hallway.
All right.
Hector, I'll join you.
All right, are we splitting up? Are we continuing? What are we doing?
She does not
Split
want
up.
to split up. So if the majority
Every
of the party
other one
goes
go a
the
different
other
direction.
way,
If you split up, it's fine. It's okay. We can do that.
Starts running outside.
I'll follow
Rona,
Rona.
you start heading left.
yeah.
Okay. Who all is heading left?
Me.
Clips? Anyone else heading left?
Are there any other doors
Of course, the two clerics are just
on
okay.
on this hallway before it perpendiculars off?
You
Guys
cannot
versus girls. See who finds out
It's
the
just-
In
They go
first.
a little bit.
As we're walking, I
Next
just
light
grab
has
Eldon.
been lit, yeah.
Oh, well, I was just curious on our way to before it splits off.
It's
Like, if there's,
Hector
like,
and
a
me.
door here,
Yes.
And then it splits
Woo.
in the hallway.
No, like you go through the door, you're in the hallway.
Oh, we're in a immediate.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
So you
I
head
can
left.
finally ask him
Eclipse
if he
heads
can use the
left.
twin
Anyone else
advance on
left?
me.
I grab Eldon.
I literally was about to say I'm going left.
Okay,
I had
Eldon
just
left.
finished typing.
Hector, you're going right, and
editing in
Cersei
my
is going
mind.
right.
Sure.
Okay.
Dream team. We do.
Okay.
I'm
Yeah.
going
Kool-Aid
left
team.
because
Hey,
I
Kyle.
didn't get an opinion in this
You
one.
guys
All
walk
right,
in
gang. Let's split up.
and
Me and Dylan will take the bedroom.
For Shaggy and Scooby Doo.
I knew it. I knew you two were going to the bedroom first. That's where you two always go.
Anyways, Rona, you are leading these two.
Fine, it's fine.
Do you
Yeah.
want me to lead?
Yes.
Oh.
I do.
As you walk forward, another one lights up. Another one. And as
Another
you
one lights it up.
I was thinking the same thing.
Another one lights it up.
On the right, a door is just past the third sconce.
Mm-hmm.
And, damn it, Dylan.
It was so good.
Stop reading my mind. You peek in. It seems to be some sort of like little dining area.
Mm-hmm.
Nothing fancy, nothing crazy, but noted. Continue. Another sconce. And then another room. As you walk into this one, it seems to be a bedroom of some kind. A lot of Alvaronian memorabilia in here. Dwarvish, definitely. Very well could be where Damien would spend his nights. Outside of your basic bedroom,
Mm-hmm.
you don't see anything else too crazy. Keep going?
Yeah.
And this isn't the one with the balcony view.
No.
Are there any rugs?
Yeah.
Should we check for trap door?
I was gonna see if there's like a desk in his room.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. So we'll stop for a
Yeah.
second. You guys head in there. Eclipse, you head up to the rug. You pull it back. Nothing underneath. No trap door.
Look under the bed.
Under the bed. No trap door. Eldon, there is a desk in here. You go up to it. Roll me an investigation check.
Six.
Nothing real.
Desk.
Yeah, it looks almost like unused. Like there's really not much here. You found like some like stationery and some quills and stuff, but like
No diary. No deep secrets.
yeah, no deep secrets. Outside of that, as you guys do walk in and start to explore this room, fireplace lights up.
Oh, yeah.
Bless him.
Continue on. You guys make it a little bit farther down. A couple more sconces light up. Then a sharp left and down. Yeah? You
Yeah.
begin to head that way.
Yeah.
The stairs lead down. You hit a landing, and it turns, and it heads down again.
What direction does it go?
Down.
No, like you said, it hits a thing.
Yeah, when you're walking that way, left. Sorry.
Oh.
Down, and then down, and another third stairwell down. And then you reach a long hallway. At the very far end, facing you, you see a cage door. Whispering. Not sure what it is. Walk forward. And we'll come back in a moment as we go to Hector and Cerseus walking the other way out that hallway after that first door. And same situation, a couple of sconces light up, and on the left side, you see what appears to be a kitchen. Very immaculately cleaned. Continuing on, a couple more sconces, and on the left side, once again, see what seems to be a small library. Continue on.
I'd like to take a quick scan to see if there's any books laying about, or if there's any books that look like some things kind of like build up more dust, the ones that aren't used a lot. Try to see which ones might have a little bit more activity.
I gotcha. So some just look old. It's hard to tell because you would have to know, I guess, the previous state of the book before it came into this owner's ownership. So there is one that's out, however, sitting on one of the armrests of an armchair. You walk up and you grab it. It seems to have been essentially... It's a historical account of the formation of Aldahari back after the First Blood War, a long time ago. The war that was fought for Garad Rafael when he first came here. Nothing interesting. You've seen this book before in other libraries. It's kind of common.
Nothing special.
Put it back down. Move on.
Yeah. No. Moving.
You head out and you continue. And you two hit a sharp right that leads up. You head up again. Another landing, and then up once more.
Are they all rights?
No. Up. So,
Oh, they're just doing
well, I guess it could be a right, but essentially 3 flights of stairs up, and you walk out into a large room with a balcony.
Oh no! Their exploration has led to the unavoidable boss fight.
You see a dark elf. Hands behind his back, looking out over the balcony, down to presumably your friends. He turns his head to the two of you as you walk in and gives you the weirdest look, Hector. He smiles to you in the same way that Ennius did to you all those years that you've known him.
That is uber creepy.
On the opposite side of the balcony, against a wall, there seems to be almost like a shrine. It appears like, but upon a little bit closer inspection, Hector, you've done a good bit of research. You are, I'm going to say, the only one that is allowed to roll a history check here.
History. History, come on. Tell me. Ah,
History
that's a good one. 21.
Nice.
Here, in the Wizard's Tower of Damien Thundermane, seems to be this little shrine-like structure, a pedestal. But the object sitting on the pedestal, you believe you've only read of. You've heard of it. And technically, you have one in your possession. Damien was working on a phylactery.
Oh,
And this is
geez.
one. You've known enough to know the dark magic that goes into making it. You've seen similar symbols in some of the books that you've read while trying to study up on Zarakaz, the First Lich. In this, there's a shard of his soul standing before you. Inside of that. Rona, you lead Eldon and Eclipse down this hall, hearing these whispers. The only door on this long hallway is the one at the far end. It is, I said barred, it's partially barred. It's mostly made of some type of metal. And the closer you get, it looks to be more lead. However, there's a small slit with bars on it that you can look into.
You said it looks mostly lead?
Yeah. As you approach,
Yeah.
the whispering seems to be coming from it. Sconces light up. As you continue, you approach the door. What do you do?
Am I tall enough to peer in?
Yes.
I'd like to do that.
Peer in. See a figure. Arms up and chained to the wall. Sitting down against the wall. His head hung low. The old, grizzled frame. King Drundal Wormbreaker. On the other side of this small cell, which is maybe 10 feet wide, well, 10 feet square, really, you see two chains dangling down on the wall. A pile of ash.
Ash?
The whispering coming from Drundal. You're close enough now to make it out. Dwarvish,
I speak Dwarvish.
So do I.
but he is saying how sorry he is. How sorry he is to his son. How he has not listened to his son.
No.
What do you do?
King Drundal, can you hear me?
He does not respond.
We're gonna get you out. We're gonna get you out.
I've got the door.
It's made of lead,
I
Eldon.
cast reduce on the door, so it shrinks out of its frame.
You and your D&D quick hacks.
I love it.
Well, it's only like it says it in the spell. Only like this was made for that purpose.
Those are great.
Boom. Cast reduce on the
Beautiful.
door. Huh.
Yeah. No, that's fine. You do.
Ow.
Viper
on.
went foggy.
I don't know what's going on.
He's a ghost.
Viper.
I cast a spell.
No.
Oh god, it's striking her!
So as you cast it,
There it goes.
it shrinks, it like kind of into the center spot, and as it falls, it just like thuds on the ground. I'm imagining this mass stays the same. It's just that small now.
Actually, it reduces
like
its
Ant-Man.
weight by 8.
Oh, 8.
8 times the weight is gone.
Oh,
So it's
So
an
it's not
eighth
like
of the
Ant-Man.
weight.
tank.
Yeah.
Ding, 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 ding.
Yeah, you have a small
It's a
lead door
skipping
if you
rock.
want it.
No, I don't.
It's
But
half the size, and
Pick
its
it
weight
up
is
for later
reduced
and throw
to
it at
1/8.
there you go.
Pull an
Yeah.
Ant-Man, cast enlarge. Yo.
No, it does fall on the ground. The way ahead clear.
I'm gonna very carefully walk to King Drundal.
So now that you're able to put a lot more light on him, he is very emaciated. You can't tell the last time he ate. Bags under his eyes, bloodshot eyes too. Just
Like he's been crying, or
sitting here starving, crying. Just
yeah. Okay.
as you look at the pile of ash, you see just the faintest flicker of lightning, almost like static, just kind of like kind of like a Tesla coil. How that like lightning rides it for a second. Just still pulsating in it,
In the ash?
in the ash.
Is there anybody else in this room?
That's weird.
Can't believe you did this. Why couldn't have it been reversed? You evil, sick bastard.
What do you do?
Yeah, I want to kneel in front of him, and I'm gonna go into the bracelet that's connected to everybody. We found the king. I don't think his son's alive.
As you say that, we're going to cut back to Hector and Cerseus. Hector, behind this little shrine where the phylactery sits on a pedestal, you see a slab, stone slab, kind of tilted back at like a 30-degree angle, where you see these coils off to the side of the slab that are striking lightning at the slab. And a dwarven body, very, very slowly coming back into reality. It was there when you walked in. And at this rate, it might still be there for the next few days. But there is just a very faint outline of a dwarven figure. The phylactery doing its job. The figure on the balcony turns after giving a smile to you. He begins to walk towards you. He bears no weapons. He has no armor.
He's a wizard.
Nothing. But as he walks closer to
Dirty
you,
wizard.
he says, "Congratulations. Your prize." And he just kind of gestures over to Thundermane's phylactery.
Trying to think. The bracelet, I don't have to physically touch it, do I? I can just kind of will it on as long as it's on me, and then it just kind of picks up my voice. I think that's how we do it. Because
We
when
were
I was
having it
trying
where
to,
you talk into it.
It's like
Okay.
the Apple Watch. You gotta press it. You're like, ah.
Yeah, but you will hear at this moment what Rona's message is.
I was just thinking, I was trying to think if I wanted to like subtly try to like walk into it without him noticing.
Cerseus is gonna turn to Hector, and as he lifts his arm up, kind of touch the bracelet, put his hand on the shoulder, and start talking into Dylan's ear, but trying to actually just like talk to the bracelet as well.
Smooth. All right.
Let's smooth.
What are you gonna say?
Mr. 26. All right, I see you over there.
We found the Dark Elf. He's rebuilding Thundermane. Hector, what I need you to do is distract him while I take it out. And then we get out of here as they get out of here with Hornbreaker. That's the plan. And hopefully everybody heard it, because I don't know about the lead walls.
I'll look at him. Our dark elf friend. Then I'll look at Thundermane, back at him. You're strange to me. I can definitely tell that you have some weird obsession with my city. At the same time, we're tearing it apart. You are more than a puppet. What's your role in this? What do you seek to gain?
Hector Stoneborn. My intentions have always been personal. The first scribe of Silas. But you eliminated him as well. I ventured here into your country. For personal gain. Everything that I have climbed has fallen around me. Even this fool. He just gestures over to Thundermane's very slowly reanimating corpse. I do not wish to die for something as pathetic. I will leave. You can do whatever you want with this tower. I am unarmed. I do not pose you or your friends a threat.
So before you leave, you mentioned personal gains, things falling around you. What if I was to offer you a spot on the winning side? You gain whatever you.
What can you offer me?
A quick death. Stab him with the halberd.
Are you serious?
I will let that be advantage. Go ahead and roll to hit.
I'm not surprised by that at all. I was like,
I thought
am.
it was going to be a long game, like manipulation or something.
well, here's
Just
the
to get something.
I thought we were. I thought we were trying to give them time to get out of here with Wormbreaker.
honestly, I was more surprised that Hector didn't immediately start.
Natural
stabbing.
20!
Ow!
Chop his head off.
justice!
Go ahead. Just see what the damage is.
That's
So the max I can do is 5d8. So that would be a third level spell for me. Did I just mark a third? Yeah. Just
He
third
has-
counts
he
as fourth
has-
for me, which
he
counts
has
up to a
HP.
5d8.
Ah,
Let's
boo.
He has HP. Let's see if you can top it.
Boo.
One strike.
So,
One fell swoop.
oops, not the right
That
one.
feels-
So, okay, so So wait, hold on. It'd be 6. So 6 times 8 for 48, plus another 10, plus another 12. So it'd be 70 up top without me actually rolling for anything.
You don't need to worry about rolling anything else. It wasn't that hardy. He had 50 HP.
I wanted to know the number.
Oh wow.
So you stab into him. And you did use a smite.
Yeah. So
Yeah,
yeah,
so-
yeah.
You stab into him like this piercing radiant light pierces through him and just like a flashlight beacon on the other side of his body, just like illuminates the room just for a brief second.
Gonna lean in.
And in
like-
you got one arm kind of holding the halberd, and it's enough to lift him up. You pull him
I
close.
just like lift him up to pull his head towards me. He's perpendicular to me. That was for my brother. And just drop him on the ground.
and very unceremoniously dead on the ground.
Burn his body.
He is unmoving.
Hector.
There doesn't seem to be any tricks or anything. This
Just
looks,
straight up kill this dude.
you know, this looks like someone who had his own gains, own personal gains he wanted to achieve, and he just got behind the wrong person every time for it. So
Also, major throwback to Silas right there.
Mm-hmm.
It's just like the issue. It's like, damn, this man just awful at picking sides.
Yeah, it's-
But anyways, so back down. What do you do?
Didn't even give me a chance to stop the reanimation.
he's still there. He can still
no,
do it.
he's
He's still reanimating.
He's
Oh, I know.
The guy is not doing anything with reanimation. He has nothing to do with that. That's all the phylactery.
I know.
Yeah.
I know. I'm just telling him like
Backstory-wise,
he
that was the
finished his
guy.
part before I could even start mine.
I'm
Hector's
sorry.
like,
That was the guy who started the invasion.
Distract him, Hector. I got this.
There,
Hey, man, what
he's
the fuck?
distracted
That's
forever.
Permanently.
You're welcome.
very small domino, but the first one nonetheless. Go ahead, Rona.
So obviously we don't have any keys for his manacles, so I'm gonna use.
You have an Eldon.
This poor man is skin and bone and
Large.
torn
Totally not
apart.
like I can
Eldon's just up there
enlarge
with this like
the
Giga
manacles.
Chad chin, like I'll break the chain.
I'll snap them for us. I can literally just enlarge the chain so his wrist can just right out of him.
Is that another spell slot for you?
Yes, but what do I use them for besides defense?
I'm
Defense
just
and haste.
gonna unceremoniously use the last charge of my chime of opening, and it will
I'll let it
disintegrate.
unlock both of them.
Okay,
Uh,
it will
No,
disintegrate in my
punishing.
hands.
Only opens
Yeah.
one.
You-
And she will.
You
Uh,
want
kinda
me
try to catch
to?
him.
So she went ahead. She used the chime of opening. He does limp down. You do catch him very light, especially the last time you saw him. He was hefty.
Which wasn't that.
You have him.
Yeah, so she's just gonna try to help him out of here, I guess. Are the ashes still like flickering? Does anybody know what that means?
Damien writhes away from you. So weak. Crawls.
Damien?
You mean Drundal?
Drundal?
Sorry, that's what I
Drundal?
meant.
I was like,
Damien-
wait.
Thunder's going on right now.
I'll pass the I'll
Fireball!
pile of ashes just
Drundal.
kind of like.
You go ahead, Dylan.
Sorry, no, I'm just making a dumb joke. Go ahead.
He falls on the ground. He crawls towards the ashes, and you see him try to scoop them up. The electricity that's coursing through it does nothing to him. It looks to just be like an after effect almost, but as he grabs it, he's trying to scoop it up and save every last bit of it.
I will let him do that. That is totally legit.
He takes whatever scrap of shirt he has left.
I
tries
give
to,
him a
like-
container. Like I give
Takes
him
it.
an empty potion bottle.
No,
and a
he will
funnel.
Take it and scoop as much as he can up, and he'll do this for about 5 minutes. So you guys can talk for a minute. He's busy.
While he's doing that, like while I'm handing him the bottle, I'm going to like take his hand and put the thing in his hand, and when I do that, I'm gonna cast heal. And I'm gonna give him an entire 70 hit points back. So
You
any
see,
diseases he might have is gone.
okay, that's good. He didn't have anything crazy, just very weak. Levels of exhaustion, more so. So I don't think. If he was down any HP, he's probably max right now, but he's like borderline death on exhaustion. So, it did seem to give him a little bit more liveliness, though. So he's scooping that up. Eldon, Rona, Eclipse, you are down by him if there's anything you guys wish to talk about.
Yeah, I don't know what Rona's gonna say at this point.
And we don't see any like appendages.
Mm-mm.
Elon's heart just kind of hurts.
He knows what that feels like.
Understanding the pain. Well, more understanding the ultimate fear of losing a kid, especially in front of him.
Yeah, held on seeing his worst fear in front of him
So
right
it's
now.
just the
Technically, he
heartache
knows both
is-
ways.
Yeah.
He
But
knows
the
what
heartache
disintegration feels
is
like.
Worse than being disintegrated.
You do. I've been there.
Yeah.
I don't want to be there.
I've been there a couple
Yeah.
times.
Yeah.
So,
So Abe is down here with us.
I completely forgot about Abe.
It's okay. It's okay. When he is done, oh my god. Anyway, she's gonna kind of encourage him onto Abe since he's weak, so that because we climb stairs
Yeah,
to get here.
you're good. Okay. So he'll do that for the next couple minutes. You guys are just kind of experiencing that right now.
I gave him the stopper to the bottle, and I go, I completely understand if you want to continue holding it, but would you rather one of us take it and put it away for safekeeping so we don't accidentally drop it while we're traveling?
He doesn't respond, but his clenched fist does not relent.
I just don't
he's
want him to
still-
accidentally drop
he
it
is
off
still
the table.
whispering the constant, like, I'm so sorry, my son. I should have listened to you. Constant in Dwarvish.
He's just muttering to me.
Yeah.
I don't speak Dwarvish.
But back
Oh,
up
God.
top, 6 floors high now. A dead dark elf. Hector, you stand over him and just kind of have a moment where you realize how small this player was.
He still decided to play the game.
But it just feels weird. Like it's done. It's finally done, but
Still partly empty.
yeah, there's an empty feeling to it. Because at the same time you knew him more than you thought you did. But anyways, Cerseus, as Hector kind of just takes a moment to take that in, what do you do with the phylactery?
I'm gonna go over there. And you said wasn't there a piece of Thundermane or something on the part that wasn't the slab that is being used to rebuild him?
His flag.
There's like these little, like, what did I say they were called?
Tendrils. He said his soul is, well, Hector knows his
Yeah, he has
soul
like a
is in it,
phylactery.
fueling the phylactery to build his new body.
Yeah.
Okay, I've never seen one of these things, so I don't know what it is
No,
doing.
you're fine. You walk up to this. So you go up to the pedestal.
Mm-hmm.
On it is a strange box-like thing you haven't seen before. On the outside engraved in this kind of bright bluish, silverish writing. You see runes around this
Okay.
box. It is sealed. You did some studying, so I will let you roll a Arcana check.
Ooh, that's a 5.
Well, you did. Do advantage. This was kind of
Do
your,
advantage.
your backstory growing up and all that.
That's a 17.
There you go. So
I love how you just said that roll sucked. Do it again.
If you rolled another sucky roll, give him like make it double advantage.
So some of the runes
Okay.
are some of the runes are related to containment, to draining, to like it's very dark magic. It was
Mhm.
one of the you might have gotten a hold of this book in your youth when you weren't supposed to.
Okay.
But this is some dark stuff. Like, oh, you saw it on the dark web once, like that kind of dark stuff. But
I'm in.
binding, immortality, just dark sigils
Okay.
on this thing. It sitting on this pedestal seems to be charging these little pylons that are around the slab. Now the pylons aren't made of anything crazy, but they look conductive. They're made of metal, but they don't look electronic. Kind of almost like coils, really. And
Okay.
you can see just a faint magical aura of just this sickly blue just stretching from the phylactery outwards towards these pylons, and then when a pylon kind of glows just enough intensity of that sick blue color, it zaps on the
Okay.
slab, and when it zaps, essentially just a small little quarter-sized piece of Damien Thundermane is brought back into reality.
So I'm gonna try and just like pick up the box and move it off the pedestal.
So you try to pick the box up. I need you to make me a dexterity saving throw.
Oh,
Of
lightning!
course.
Oh, it's
Yeah.
dexterity. Ugh.
Oh, you get
it's
you get
11.
it's 17 plus 6.
Oh, I get. Oh, okay. Yeah, I get his plus 6, I guess.
So what's your total?
17.
Okay. 28 points of lightning damage.
Okay.
You are blasted back 10 feet.
Cool.
And you are prone. This is
ahead.
very powerful magic.
All right. I'm gonna get back up and go back over to it, and I'm
Grab it again.
trying. This time, try and do it fast enough where it won't shock me.
Don't tell me you're.
No.
No.
I'm gonna try counterspell 4th level on the box. See if
Okay.
it breaks one of the runes or something.
All right, you try. Counterspell appears to do absolutely nothing.
Okay.
You would counterspell
This is
the one
science,
in the
motherfucker.
moment, sir.
Science!
Counterspell is
Hector.
when I'm being disintegrated.
Oh yeah. I
Hey.
think you meant dispel magic, by the way.
Do I have to?
No, you swapped it for counterspell because you tried to do.
I
it in the
swapped it for
Mortal Kombat
counterspell
once.
when we
Yeah,
were fighting.
that went right over my head too. I heard everything and it just went.
I was like, but sure.
I think
Yeah,
I worked
dispel
too many
magic
hours.
is what you.
I thought.
are-
See, I knew it was dispel magic, but I didn't have it, so I was like, let's try
Okay,
counterspell.
we'll just backpedal a couple revolutions and it's all good. Don't take that spell slot off.
Oh, okay.
So attempt number 2. What are you doing?
I don't have any higher up spells to use, like Disintegrate or anything. Oh yeah, I do. I have a 6th level slot for a Disintegrate, but do I feel like it's got a barrier around it protecting it, or when I got shocked, was I able to touch it before it shocked me?
You touched it before it shocked.
Okay, so I think a spell can get to it. I'm gonna cast Disintegrate on it. On the box.
I need you to make a dexterity saving throw.
Shit.
Gronk smash.
14 plus Hector 6, 20.
Dirty.
Does that beat your own spell save?
I think it does. I think it's just like 21.
No.
Tell me so.
It's 21, so I do.
I need you to roll that damage on yourself.
Oh, jeez.
No way.
I'm going to fail. It's an automatic 10d6 plus 40, and
You can
I
roll
have
all
50.
ones.
I have
You can
50.
roll all ones.
You have 50? No, he has Death Ward. He has Death Ward. He has Death Ward. It just puts him at
Oh.
1, 0.
I'm-
No, it just negates it.
cancels it.
It just negates it.
Did you?
Yeah.
Oh my god! Did you almost fucking disintegrate yourself? Jesus! Oh
All
my
the
god!
spells to just try off the bat.
I rolled 70. Well,
Alright,
I thought it was an object, so
I get you. No, it's
it-
just
It
it's
is.
just holy shit.
So Rona, Death Ward. What happens?
Let me
got-
double
you-
check the wording.
You
but
gotta
I'm
read that from a
fairly,
world.
Yeah.
fairly certain.
He gets left at 1. It just cancel. It just cancels. Oh.
If this, the first time the
I
target would drop
thought-
to 0 hit points as a result of taking damage, the target instead drops to 1 hit point and the spell ends. If the spell is still in effect when the target is subjected to an effect that would kill it instantaneously without dealing damage, the effect is instead negated against the target and the spell ends. So I think it drops
He
him to
just-
1 hit point.
He just gets dropped down to
Mhm.
1.
Because it deals damage, so it would drop him to 1 hit point.
he's just gonna like.
Hold
Okay,
on.
go ahead.
How crazy would that have been? Thought that death state.
Well, I wouldn't have been dead. It would have just.
The disintegration rate.
Instantly.
If the disintegration rate reflect,
A
it
pile
would be a
of
pile
ash.
of dust.
You cannot be
No,
resurrected.
would it?
'Cause
Yeah,
that's
the
why-
spell
that's why
reflected
Rona
back
got
to you.
Black Rose, because I got disintegrated.
Read
and
this.
You can't
No,
resurrect me.
seriously. Read the spell, Tyler.
Oh, I thought it
'Cause
was
I-
only if you like hit a certain amount of damage.
No,
No,
if
if
you
you
drop
drop
to
to
0
zero
because of
to
that
zero,
spell,
Oh,
you're
You
dust.
become dust.
Oh, okay.
That's why
Got it,
Rona
okay.
got Black Rose. Ah, damn it! Cersei should have died. Hector would have gotten a cool buff.
So Cerseus, you're at 1
Oh, yeah.
HP. Death Ward's gone now.
Uh-huh.
Yep.
Yeah.
That
I'm
was
gonna
a
grab
close
it again.
call. I had to
Get
look
it.
at 3 different clarifications. I almost turned that around. It's
Pile
good.
of
You're
ash.
fine. Things are fine.
Everything's fine.
fine.
Everything's fine.
So
All right. Well,
I'd say
As
you guys
Cersei's-
get one more kind of thing to do with this before we go back down to our people downstairs.
Hector, your turn, and he's just gonna like lay on the ground, cure wounds.
He's just got like a couple of things that are just ashing on him. Like he was that close. He's like beginning of the snap.
Mr. Stark, I don't feel. I feel
Ah,
great actually.
11
Cute.
health.
yeah. Just go ahead and add 61 because I'll reach down and I'll give you the rest of my lay on
Okay.
hands.
Thank you.
It's like, here, work as a team.
Jeez.
I'll hold back
Okay.
the thing. I'll try to hold back the current. You go for the box. And I'm gonna take a Silver's will. I'm gonna put it in between the box and the current to kind of create a grounding rod for just long enough to like hold the current back for him to go in and sweep the box at the same time. If that makes sense.
As you push the the halberd kind of into the current, it begins to travel down the halberd. Make me a dexterity saving throw.
Oh wait, I thought the box.
Does
was
this count as
outside
a?
of the... Okay.
Does this count as a magic effect?
Yeah, it would technically, yes. Yeah.
19.
19. And you should take 24 points of lightning damage, which you'll get back in like seconds. But it seems that like the conduit kind of switched to you for a moment, and you took the majority of that.
Yeah, so my original plan was, if like it was cool, was like when I did that for him to go for the box at the same time.
So I'm gonna try to say it. There are 4 conduits that this goes out to. There isn't one path you can block it.
Oh, okay. So I was thinking it was.
So looking
coming off the
top
bar.
down, you guys are down here looking towards the thing. You have the pedestal right here with the phylactery on it, the slab behind it at a 3rd-degree angle, and on both sides of the slab there are 2 by the head and by the feet of those pylons.
Okay, so the pedestal of the box is open for us to just go grab.
It's not
right.
Yeah, it's up there in the front, but when you try to touch
Every
it,
time we touch it, there's like
Yeah.
electrical
Okay.
field.
That's what I
when
thought it
Hector-
was. Okay.
So Hector, when you blocked the aura, you're only able to block it to one of the 4 directions as it goes out to those pylons.
Okay.
Because like it kind of like covers, it kind of goes over where Thundermane's like fraction of a body is being animated right now.
Okay, so and just to double check, the pylons themselves are also included in what it looks like in this electrical field.
Yeah.
Okay. But that was our last try before you said you're moving on. So
Oh yeah, that is true. So down below, you guys are able to get Drundal, Hornbreaker, up on Abe. He is clutching that vial with everything he's got. He seemed to have gotten every bit of ash that he could up into it. He's holding it close to his face, and he's just got it clutched kind of towards his forehead and continues to mutter. You got him on Abe, you're heading back up. So, what are we doing?
I'll say in the bracelet that we've got Drundal suited up on Abe, and ask if they need our assistance with anything, wherever they're at.
All right, you guys hear that after your 3rd attempt at this phylactery?
Dylan, you speak, but I kind of have a plan for the sun.
Drundal definitely needs to get out of here. So if you and Eclipse can take him out, we could use Eldon's help up here, trying to destroy Thundermane's phylactery. Having issues.
That's magical, right?
What about dispel magic?
Cersei's tried something like that, but it didn't seem to have any effect.
Well, if he's not using actual dispel magic,
No, he so we did
I used
retcon that.
counter
He
spell.
didn't actually use it because he only had counter spell, not dispel magic.
yeah.
Okay.
It's-
I guess I do. I actually have that. I could try. Well, I guess if we hit it multiple times, give it different angles, but it's more likely.
Well, I
Well-
mean,
Just to throw this out there, I have an anti-magic field.
Huh? I guess if all of you want to come up here and we can handle this as a team.
might be a good idea. Everyone working together instead of separately. And if it's defending this device and it's so strong, I doubt a low level spell is going to assist.
All right.
Just so you two know,
Sure.
Drundal's in bad shape. Just so you know.
If you can get him up here, the balcony's here, I can carry him down.
We'll walk
Okay.
the other way.
As you guys head up,
All right, sir. Serious. One more time. Timber time.
It will take them a second to get up there. So
I did want to say something before they got there too. Just so you know.
Hold
but
on.
go ahead.
Hold on 1 second. It'll take them a second to get up to you, so you guys can each get one more shot at something on this thing.
Okay. Hector, before we try anything, could this work to bring Wormbreaker's son back? If we
No, without a fraction of a soul. And if we had a fraction of a soul, we could just bring him back regardless. With the only magic we have, type of necromancy works.
You know enough about phylacteries with your study. You cannot extract the souls that have been placed here, not without some divine magic, like some boon.
Okay.
Did you say anything about Hammock?
Yeah, initially, because we walked in and there was the pile of ash.
You can go ahead, Hector, and make an assumption. Part of what is powering this is some of Hammock's soul as well.
Pretty messed up.
That makes sense.
He's using Hammock Soul as a battery.
So phylacteries take the sacrificial souls as power to reanimate.
Okay.
It's just being used as a power source. To
Pretty much.
Yeah,
So
I didn't know that's how it was working.
Yeah. But you can make that assumption. Whether you want to vocalize that or not, that's up to you. But you're the only one that knows that right now.
Feels
You're
like
the only one that's done enough lich research.
Literary.
Yeah. So, anyways, one shot. If you guys want to do something.
I hate magic, and he's gonna take the hammer. He's gonna take his halberd and just try to smash it that way.
Smash the box.
Yeah, just try
Okay,
to bring the halberd down on
I
it.
need you to roll a dexterity saving throw.
20.
20, you will not get pushed back or go prone, but you still take 26 points of lightning damage.
I'm gonna try something.
Okay?
But does like my hammer actually still come down, or is it?
It looks like it comes in really close contact. Or
And then
it
I'm
looks
just like
it
just
might-
hanging
might-
in there, like.
It might touch it. It's really
No.
hard to tell. You could tell it like rebounded and then you got blasted and shocked, but your hammer did no damage to it.
Never mind.
Go ahead.
Good to know.
See it. Nothing.
So, I want to ask though, because the armor repulse that even John had to remind me of, like if I hit it, it tries to hit me back. Is that considered an attack on me? And can I fling that sucker 30 feet back?
It's not an attack on you. I can't remember what the term is, but it's not an attack.
Okay, so that wouldn't have worked, but that would have been cool if I like hit it and then did the like repulsive thing and just shot it back.
Yeah.
All
It's
right.
like simple.
Rona, you and Abe are the first to make it up to the balcony level, and the sight that you see, and then you, Eclipse, and then you, Eldon, a dead dark elf, crumpled up on the floor in a pool of blood, a searing hole on the back side of its tunic. It was not wearing much protective clothing at all, anything really.
Oh my god, he's naked.
You could tell
He
he did
tripped.
that. And then you see over there at the center on the back, he tripped. You can see on the back side of the wall the phylactery, the small box with all these silver imbued sigils on them. These pylons are kind of like almost like testicoils. And then a slab at about 30 degrees with a slowly reanimated dwarven body. So, gang's all here.
Oh, folks, the gang's all here.
What do we do?
We get you caught up about like the pylons are reflecting our attacks, and there's like some type of
Yeah.
electrical field around it, keeping us from being able to touch the box.
And Death Ward is gone for me. Might have done something stupid. It seemed like a good idea at the time. I'm not going to talk about it.
Death Ward to start with, dear. Yeah, she's just gonna kind of walk away from the group a little bit and cast anti-magic field on herself because it's a 10-foot sphere. It's an 8th level spell, and she's gonna try to just walk up to the box.
You walk up to the box, and as you are approaching, one more pylon goes off and kind of shoots towards Damien, right where the eye is. And this eye is animated.
Mm-hmm.
There's nothing behind it. It's very trippy to look at, but it scans the room. Can't move. It has no mouth to scream, no mouth to do anything. But the eye scans and looks to all of you in the room. You can tell the fear in it. As you walk close, the magic does not dissipate, but it does become more muted. As you approach the box, the aura that gives off to the 4 pylons in 4 different directions mutes. It stops feeding the pylons. But the box itself, you can see start to violently shake as it cannot exude its power.
Mm-hmm.
That's all you've got so far. What do you do now?
I mean, we'll give it the old college try, I guess, and try to just pick up the box.
You reach. Dexterity saving throw.
Okay.
You can add the 6
Plus
for
6.
Hector.
An advantage on magical effects.
Oh, okay.
Because I'm awesome.
30, no, 19, 20, 28, 29.
18 points of lightning damage. You are not blasted back. You remain there. The phylactery still inside of your anti-magic field.
Did she manage to pick it up?
No.
Okay, okay, this is what I'm thinking. Can you all destroy the pylons that's feeding the energy from the box? Because if it doesn't have anything to conduct to, perhaps it won't be able to continue to form Thundermane.
Right.
That's a shot.
We can try. Hammer time.
Okay, you take out
He's
the
over here
nearest
playing
pylon
whack-a-mole.
on the right, and as you strike it, it falls. Breaks pretty easy. Metal pieces just kind of fall over and tumble onto the floor. It almost seems like magic was helping to hold it together. But that magic is no longer present. So, 1 pylon down. Eldon?
When the lightning comes to strike whoever's getting to the box, does it skip around objects, or does it just take the nearest line through?
It's like a burst in that area.
Okay.
Is what happened. Do you go for a pylon?
Yeah, I'll just break the one closest to his eye.
Okay, yeah, you head up to the one that just shot last, and with one swift, you don't even use your sword. You take the shield and just you bash it, and it flies across the room. You're seeing how light these things are, but with the weight that it looks like they had a moment ago, it's almost like that magic that imbues it, like just makes the mass of that object so much greater. But now there's nothing there. It's like pots and pans. As you go up with the shield, you don't even know how like your own strength with this. As you bash it, the top globe part like hits the wall, flies back over nearly halfway through. like the balcony room. Eclipse, go for a pylon.
Well, no, I start grabbing the materials that have broken down and I pick them up and chuck them over the side of the balcony.
Okay, so you're all right.
Trying to get them away.
As far, yeah, you got it. So you're just going over mine. And Cerseus, what do you do?
I'm gonna use the Blight of the Deep, try and pry one of them up out of the ground. And if I'm successful, grab it and throw it down into Thundermane, breaking it
Okay.
on the table.
You go over there, you try to pick it up, it starts to fall apart. You're able to scoop up the top Glowitcher part, and then you try to do that, but like Thundermane seems almost
there's
incorporeal right now. He's there, but he's not. You watch
Look at his
wanted
eyes.
to see this.
you watch the part go through the eye and kind of bounce up. Eye's still there. It's almost like a
Look him in
ghost.
the
Like
eye.
it went through him like he's translucent,
Translucent.
right? Yeah.
Hmm.
Right?
Mhm.
Okay.
You're saying
Yeah,
if
so-
somebody used the bathroom on top of Preferably number 2.
Anyways. So that's 3 pylons down. There's one more. It's within reach of you.
Okay, yeah, I'll just kick it.
Ding, ding, ding. Yeah, things fall over pretty easy. What now?
Is Thundermane still there?
Yeah.
Okay.
If you move, I can cast the spell magic.
Well, that's the thing. This should dispel all the magic. It's an anti-magic field. There's no magic here. So I don't think we can dispel the phylactery, but if it doesn't have anything to bounce off of, maybe this will work. And Rona's just gonna kind of slowly step backwards and kind of see what the phylactery does.
It resumes in power
Uh,
and kind of reaches like a maximum potential.
mhm,
It seems to be about double the aura that it was,
mhm.
but has nothing to cling on to as Eclipse has moved everything out of the way. And the hum that was initially kind of coming off of it was just very light and subtle, but now it's almost like a generator, like level of hum. It's loud. Nothing else seems to be happening. But the fear in that one eye of Thundermane, you can tell. You did something to mess everything up. So what now?
I think it could still come back and help. Like, someone could come back and put some more probes in and restart it. I think we have to destroy this thing somehow.
Does
Nova?
it seem like the pylons are made of far metal by any chance?
Oh, no. It's like, no.
Okay.
Brittle.
It literally was made of like just aluminum.
Well,
So, like,
Hey, I figured a fair question since
No, you're
magic
good.
did something to it.
I'll step back up to it
okay.
to kind of get it to cut off again.
Yeah, it will kind of go back to that muffled state.
I mean,
Good.
now would be the best time to stab it with an artifact, I
Yeah,
guess.
yeah, that's what I'm thinking.
Mhm.
Maybe
So that's-
maybe it's contained
That's
enough.
Hector.
Do I feel
Oh.
anything?
No, you do not.
Wow, okay.
Well, actually,
phylactery.
No. So pause.
Yeah.
You do. Because that phylactery is filled with souls.
Oh,
However, there's nothing you can do for them. What you feel, and it feels, you can feel the presence of a knock, but it is a sense of helplessness.
oh, ow.
So,
So, Hector's previous knowledge of Lichery and phylactery, would he know if destroying this thing would either release or destroy the souls? Or does he think that it might be the same issue with the abomination, where he has to do something to free them before he can destroy them?
the Lich that you have been studying had specific rules. Damien being new, it could go either way. You don't know if he's tapped into something new with this. You don't know if it's something similar. You're not 100% sure.
Real quick, before we do anything else, and I'm assuming Thundermane's body is still there, or the ghost thing. Should we maybe use the vision speak spell Rona has to show the king what's happened here? Show him Wormbreaker was locked up by Thundermane, and that he was trying to bring himself back like this?
At this point, I don't know if it would help. I felt like Thundermane was more of a catalyst, but everything he's done has been of his own volition, so
Wouldn't hurt.
he more or less just wanted his own civil war to means for gain more power. He wants to fight us. There's just we gave him an excuse.
So what are we doing?
It's not a creature.
But as much as I don't want to,
That's a cool idea.
we know that whatever left of Thundermane contains his phylactery. But from what I've studied, this also contains everything used to make him. So whatever left of Thundermane's son is still within the phylactery. And if we do destroy it and we don't do it in the right way, whatever chance that we have of saving him is gone. There is one, though, I think that could help us. The vampire that we made friends with back in Canumbra. He was studying a specific type of magic that was going to be used to save my father. That same magic might be able to save the souls in this phylactery before we break it.
Yeah, I think Wilhelm's a good call.
So if we can find Wilhelm should have been with Ironcrest, or New Ironcrest, and if not, he did say he was making his way there. So if we can find where he is and bring this to him, he might be able to free the souls, and then we can destroy what's left of Thundermane. I feel like it is more out of our way, but if we want to save the prince, it's the only safe option we have.
Could we call and try and talk to Master Aeneas? Ask him if he knows anything?
I don't know if Master Aeneas has any studies in this field.
Okay.
I just know that Wilhelm, I specifically asked to study these kinds of magics on, so I feel like if we're going to have any one of our allies who's going to be able to help us, it'll be Wilhelm.
All right.
And as long as we have the box, and the way Thundermane looks over there, as long as we possess this, there's no coming back for him. Unless they have a way to get it back from us, but I feel like Thundermane's running out of allies.
Alright, that seems like our best bet, I suppose.
Alright. So, there's still that matter of the specimens in the bottom of the town.
Let's see.
If you're able to, I don't know how flammable wizard towers are.
Yeah. That's kind of what I'm looking at right now.
Wait, so are we able to move the box yet? Did I miss that part?
I don't
I
think
thought
we've touched
Rona
it.
was currently holding it.
No.
Rona
No.
tried to pick it up and it blasted her. It just
Shocked
didn't
her.
blast her back.
Even after
Oh.
we destroyed the pylons?
Yes.
Okay,
It's
sorry,
on a
I
pedestal,
misheard
right?
then.
Yeah,
Can I
I
just
was
pick up
about
the
to say we
pedestal?
can't just leave it.
Not the
No,
The
we
pedestal.
need
pedestal
to take
isn't, the pedestal isn't like its own thing. It's like part of the structure, so you can't pick it. It's part of the floor.
Could I, with my masonry tools, see if I can chip away or masonry skills to chip away a weak point, so I can just pick it up, make it like a dais instead?
You can, but it's gonna be a while.
Just throw a bag of holding at it.
God.
That was actually
Stop!
that was actually my second idea.
That's what I was
if I
thinking
couldn't
of,
pick
yeah.
if I couldn't pick it up by picking the thing up
Just like
around it,
throw it over the
then
top
just-
of it, and then like, yeah.
that was
Nah,
literally the
not
second
just-
plan I had. If I couldn't create a little thing to
Dude,
circumvent
try it.
picking it up.
What do you want to do?
Only because Alex looks pissed now.
Hey, would you guys just take a couple steps back? I have an idea.
Is it stone? Like
The-
is it on stone?
Pedestal.
Yes, yeah.
Yeah.
The pedestal
I
is
can
stone,
just-
Sorry.
Touch it and cast stone shape and morph the stone into a ball around it, and then we can move the ball.
Whatever you want to do.
That'd be a lot less gimmicky
I
than
will
throwing a bag of
say
holding on it.
I don't know. I want to see if the
work
bag of holding works.
because it's inside a wizard's tower that was magically made. But
Oh,
Well, if everyone could take a couple steps
everyone
back
can
here.
try whatever they want to try.
Bag of holding is another dimension.
Oh yeah, I can't be anywhere near this because it's gonna ruin the bag. No, I'll
It
back.
just becomes a normal bag.
Yeah, because if we hit it with it
Anti-magic
puts it in a vacuum. Electricity doesn't work in vacuums, probably. I don't know. I'm not a scientist.
Sorry,
I'm a
Warbreaker,
paladin.
you can't get your son back. What? We stopped Thundermane.
You want a new son?
ah!
Ouch. That hurts.
So it's Draindal and then Damien's the son, right? I can't.
Drundal is the dad. Hammock is the son.
Hammock. Okay.
Hammock was so
HAMOC.
nice. He was the one that talked to me and Rona while Rindal was just drinking and eating.
Drinking it up with a good boy.
I've got
He's like-
nothing.
yeah,
I
he
can
was the cool one.
Slight my sword to knock it off the dais. Not try to attack it, but just try to push it.
Do what?
I want to take my sword and see if I can just nudge the book off. Like
It's not,
the
not a
pedestal.
book. It's a little chest.
The chest,
Little
then.
box. Off just onto the ground.
Yeah. Just off
Okay.
to the
Start to push it. It will fall.
and then I'm gonna catch it in the bag of holding as it falls.
It goes in the bag of holding.
Then the bag of holding explodes.
And I'm gonna just stand
got
a
it.
little away from everyone. Just be like,
We
All right,
couldn't
guys, let's-
grab it, but he could just nudge it.
all right, guys, I solved it.
Oh no! You're absolutely right.
Dex
I was
saving
like,
throw.
I fucking
No,
circumvented it.
no. Back up. Sorry. No, he's absolutely right. You couldn't touch it with the sword because Hector hit it and it
Yeah.
also didn't work. So I'm
Well,
sorry.
I wasn't trying to attack it. I was just trying to.
No, I
Okay.
I was like,
Back up.
I figured it out.
Dexterity
It's
saving
the
throw.
hostile intent. I was like, I gotcha.
We just need something
Catch me on a
non-conductive. Does anyone have any wood?
Yeah, that's what I thought it was.
I
Stone shape. is a good idea.
I touch Eldon before he does that, and I cast protection from energy.
I'm gonna say it's too late for that.
Oh,
22.
22. You won't get blasted back. You're gonna take just a little bit of damage. That's only 15. 15 lightning damage, and so any touching of it seems to
All right, that's
Throw
it.
you off.
I'm just throwing the bag over.
throw the bag over it. Once it's over the bag, it is out of this plane.
Sick. Cool. I have a phylactery in my bag,
have a
guys.
phylactery
How do
in
I
the
feel
bag.
about this? Custom
That
item.
actually worked. Yes.
Now we have two
lich.
liches.
I'm about to say, where's the other phylactery?
It's
in a-
in Abe's saddlebag.
Okay.
Not my problem.
How many liches can we collect? Like Pokemon.
I was just gonna say they're like Pokemon cards.
I finished Violet. Sad story.
Hey, I got Scarlet. Haha.
We should trade.
We should. Then there's that one specific one that can only evolve with another player.
Yep.
Alright, there's a phylactery in my bag of holding now.
Once the phylactery is in a different plane, is Thundermane's ghost body
Thundermane's
still
ghost
visible?
body dissipates.
Excellent.
Bye, bye,
Probably
buddy.
gonna
One of them
end
would
up
just sit
being
there
some
with an
awesome
eye.
powerful plane or something.
He's probably next time we open up the bag of holding, just Damien's gonna pop out. Like, haha!
Well,
I'm
even
back.
if he, well, that's interesting though, because even if he forms inside the bag of holding, it
He
only
can't
has
breathe.
enough oxygen for like what
For like
10
5
minutes or
minutes?
something.
Yeah. And then,
So
yeah,
he
then
just
He'll
keeps
die.
dying over
He's a
and
lit-
over and over and over again.
Oh, can we please do this forever?
I'm okay with that. I think he deserves that.
we got the phylactery.
We need another bag of holding.
I have one. That's mine.
Well,
if
isn't
we
this your
if we go,
lich? I guess they're both your liches, aren't they?
I have a problem.
you seem to attract them.
Are we ready?
We go back down into that lower room. I can cast Firestorm. And
That sounds like it'll work.
Yep, and then we can leave.
Okay.
Oh,
Well, there
I
are a
can.
bunch of switches on the back of. Okay, we're leaving.
We leave up here. We leave the balcony room.
I think so.
I think so.
I see
Then
if
that's
there's,
just nothing else
anything
cool hanging around.
else in this room. Before?
Not really.
Yeah.
I mean,
I just
know,
wanted
it's
to
a
make
cool
sure.
patio.
Just had to double
We should just
check.
put some furniture up here.
Yeah,
We
make
can
sure
jump
you
off
have
a
a
balcony.
book on the patio or whatever.
Oh, can we destroy the pedestal that his body was on?
oh, the slab. Yeah, that's just someone could take something heavy and break it. It's just. A
I have an
slab.
idea. I'm gonna go on the balcony.
Or you gotta throw it off.
Cigarettes!
Kabam.
Icaros comes over.
I can take Drundal back to the camp on Icaros.
Is probably a good idea.
Okay.
And then you
How many of those things are down there in that room?
I
like
said there's
50.
3
dozen.
dozen. So about
36.
36 to 40.
Oh, I was close. I just threw out a random number out my ass.
I have an idea, but I don't have enough
What's
to do it to everybody.
the idea?
Do we think
could
greater,
probably
greater
help.
restoration might work? I
Oh,
don't have
I
enough diamond dust for it, and I don't have enough spell slots for everybody.
Technically, you have enough diamond dust. You just have to destroy a diamond.
I don't know if you're, well, in-game, Cerseus wouldn't know that, but we don't know about your divine intervention yet.
Yeah, I do. I failed.
Yeah, should have failed.
Rona.
Oh,
would know.
oh yeah, okay. I thought.
Anyways, Hector, you grab Drundal, put him on, and it is sad. He's still mumbling to himself, whispering to what you can assume is the ashes of his son. You hop behind him on Icaros, and hold on tight because he's very frail right now. You take off as gently as Icaros can, and you head back down to everyone else.
Wrap my
And-
cloak around him to block him from the wind.
Yeah. So, as you head down, the rest of you head down to the lab. What are we doing?
Do we want to even try this?
I don't think it's a good idea to try and restore anyone. Because we don't know what that liquid did to them. And since it seems to be sentient, I don't want to risk that getting out. And I don't want to risk any of us touching them. We saw how it reacted to Cerseus' hand.
All right.
So, what's the call?
Damn it! I hate that we have to kill them.
I think when you actually look into it, you realize it's worse for them to continue to live through this or revert it and have them remember it and whatever it entailed than just putting them out of their misery, because this is no way for someone to live. But for us, we could at least make it quick.
You're right. I just hate it.
What we got?
How-
I hate that
how
there's
big's
nothing
the
we can
room?
do.
The room is probably about 80 by 80. Well, no, it'd be a
Okay.
little bit bigger than that, but about 100 feet.
Okay, because I can do 100 by 100.
Yeah,
Or,
that'll cover it.
yeah. Yeah. Up to 10 tempo cube.
All right, so you guys back out of the room. You cast it centered in the room.
What I'm doing is I'm casting like around, if that makes sense. So like if the pods are lined up to where they're on the outside, or are they in lines?
They're kind of in rows.
Okay. Then yeah, I'll pair them with the rows.
I gotcha. Okay, yeah. I mean, it's enough that you're gonna catch this room on fire. It's gonna grow. So, anyways,
Yeah.
you're all backing out of the lab. Eclipse. You set it ablaze, and alongside that feeling of helplessness is just a little bit of gratification, just the tiniest bit that this is probably the best outcome. As you light this place ablaze, you step out. The tower, Damien Thundermane, goes up in flames. And that's where we're going to end this session. So, got through a lot. Good job, guys.
These were some
And it's still the
savage.
same fucking day. Woo!
I know, right?
Woo! Let's fucking go!
All
Same
right,
day!
Still the
so-
same day as the meeting, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah,
it's not.
Yeah,
It's
no,
the meeting. The
not.
meeting was
Yeah.
the
Long
first.
rest.
Yes,
because
there's a
If
meeting
we
first thing in the
finished-
morning, and then we fought the boats, and then we took a long rest, and now it's nighttime, and we went to go fight the tower.
And then we
So
keep
this is still
hopping
the same
You
times.
guys
day.
Yeah.
went
we
to
did.
Alvaron.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So we went
And we
from
slept
here
at
to
Alvaron.
here.
we
in
teleported
6
there.
hours and then teleported further back.
so
in
it's
the
like
time zone.
8 at night,
You
and then
slept
now
at
we're probably at
Alvaron,
like
didn't
midnight.
Yeah, for 8 hours.
Yeah,
but it was
Oh,
during
yes,
the
it is
day.
my- oh my god.
Yeah, time zones.
Yeah, it's still the
motherfucker.
same day.
Right.
Time
For us, it's
zones.
still the same.
this is
day.
like the longest day ever.
Been 3 months. 3 months. Okay.
Huh.
like
Not our fault.
7 sessions, and we've
Very
got
well.
1 day.
Good. 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 Our attention to detail here is just through the roof. So
I
For
just-
some of us.
I loved your reaction as a DM. No, it's not. It's not the same day.
No fucking way is it the same day. Yeah, Alex, I hate to break it to you. It is.
focused on
We've been
the fun.
suffering.
I'm not. Forget time.
I'm
Forget
s-
time. Focus on the fun.
I'm still at a 29
I see.
for another handful of hours.
That was a clutch ass death save, by the way.
Oh my-
Death ward.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. You.
We gotta
Thank
give
you,
MVP to
Cassie.
Cassie because
tragedy.
it saved his ass.
The
Yeah.
preemptive death save.
So thank
I
you.
thought it was
Traveler.
just giving up shot.
Thank you,
Go ahead.
Traveler, for watching. We hope you enjoyed. Remember to stay safe out there and keep moving forward. Thank you. Until next time.